debut after coming on as a sub at Motherwell on Boxing Day. There's an Old Firm initiation too for Richard Foster, and a first Glasgow derby start for Vladimir Weiss. Kenny Miller, once of Celtic of course, has scored 7 goals in his last 9 Old Firm games. Stephen Naismith misses out with a hamstring problem. Celtic make 3 changes from their Motherwell match. Skipper Scott Brown is suspended, Olivier Capo injured, Anthony Stokes drops to the bench, Georgios Samaras returns from illness, and there are Old Firm initiations for Biram Kayal, James Forrest and Charlie Mulgrew. Cha and Key are away with South Korea. Freddie Ljungberg is ill. Well, in his last Old Firm game, referee Craig Thompson had to apologise for not giving Celtic a penalty, and back in November he sent off Joe Ledley and Neil Lennon at Hearts. You don't have to be mad to be a referee, but it helps, especially on a day like this. The New Year Old Firm game is underway. Rangers aiming to regain top spot from their rivals in what promises to be another epic contest between the Giants of Glasgow.
Well, we're always keen to get the team sheet in, and there's no doubt the major surprise is young Jamie Ness in the centre of midfield for Rangers today. Huge vote of confidence in him from Walter Smith. Not only that he's prepared to throw him in there, but that he's prepared to move Stephen Davis to right side midfield to accommodate.
Paddy McCourt has scored some fine individual goals of late, making his first Old Firm start. But it's an early free kick for Rangers and an early warning for McCourt. Mind you, if you don't get a tackle in the first minute of an Old Firm game, you'd be disappointed. Papac takes the free kick. Kenny Miller is lurking already, but the free kick is given against him.
Well, I think Lee McKillicky is usually the target here. He just spins round the back. It's actually won by Whittaker, who tries to pick out Kenny Miller. It's a little bit heavy, and Mark Wilson doing exactly what Neil Lennon would want of him, just leans into Kenny Miller. And these are crucial stages in the match, particularly for Craig Thompson, the referee.
Scottish titles between them, over 200 trophies between them. Back in October at Celtic Park, Rangers came from behind to win 3-1. Only the second time in the last 67 league derbies that the team scoring first were lost. So Papac, David Weir. Here is Jamie Ness, who only made his Rangers debut on Boxing Day when he came on at Motherwell. That looked like a handball from Samaras. Davis. Heavy.
Well, fortunate enough for Izagiri, it's heavy. I don't know why he went to the ball as quickly as he did there. He had cover from Charlie Mulgrew on that side. But I thought, Ian, that Neil Lennon might have brought Crossas in and gone with 2 holding. Joe Ledley a little bit further forward, but clearly it feels that Charlie Mulgrew's better equipped to play left side of a midfield forward with Paddy McCourt off Samaras. And I think Samaras was always going to get the nod up front. Of the strikers available to Neil Lennon, he's the one who takes the ball in best.
Another free kick for Rangers. McCulloch in a hurry to take it. Kayal was in his way. And Biram Kayal is going to be summoned now to Craig Thompson. Only recently returned from 3 months out injured. His first start since September. This is Maciej Bugera now. Davis tried to return it to Bugera, but Izagiri and McCourt having none of that. Richard Foster taking this throw, getting his first taste of the Old Firm experience on loan from Aberdeen. Here he is again. Now Bugera. Turned away by Mastorovic. Mastorovic angry at criticism of Celtic's defence this season. And they do have a better defensive record than Rangers. Jamie Ness seeking out Stephen Whittaker, who has a bit of work to do, but he will secure a corner off Wilson.
Yeah, he did well to win it. It's all he's going to get down there, Stephen Whittaker. It's a good switch. Whittaker trying to drag Mark Wilson out into the wider area, open up the channel for Weiss, and he did well to win the corner.
Rangers eager to make an early impression in front of the Celtic end. Now, McCulloch was grounded then. Craig Thompson trying to suss it out.
Well, it's just important that they do manage to sort out before the ball's in play now. You know, Mark Wilson takes a big chance. He's not looking at the ball.
Weiss with the corner. Lee McCulloch's header, almost giving Rangers an early lead. Davis tries.
Oh, what a terrific clearance on the line. That's why you have players on the either post at corners. Great header from Lee McCulloch.
Whittaker now. That's well over and out.
Well, Lee McCulloch did this to Celtic at Celtic Park last season. Just gets the run to win the header at the front post here. Gets just enough on it. And Izagirre does really well at the back post to get up off the ground. It's a really awkward tight for him, and he did well to get it safe.
With Honduran to the rescue for Celtic. Bright and breezy start from Rangers. Here's young James Forrest. Now Samaras, who missed the Motherwell match with a virus. It's a little wayward though, and Davis will pants on that. Now Weiss. Davis tearing through the middle. Kyle tries to challenge Weiss. Rogner does.
Big tackle, mistimed that. He's given away a penalty. Timed it perfectly there, Thomas Rogner.
19-year-old Jamie Ness making his full debut. Bugera. Vladimir Weiss showing interest, but hoisted away by Rogner. Popped back by Whittaker. Cleared by Kyle. Jamie Ness settling in nicely to this grand occasion. He's had a lot of injury problems in recent years, which has held up his progress. But a big vote of confidence from Walter Smith, giving him his very first start in a New Year Old Firm game. Ness has sprayed that to Papac. Whittaker, Papac again, Weiss on hand. Whittaker, Weiss decided to have a go. It was a miserable effort, but it certainly opened up for him.
Well, he wanted an extra touch. I think he could get the shot away earlier here. It's good link-up play. He just follows his pass. Could have hit it there, wanted an extra touch. And then all of a sudden he's getting crowded out, but a very confident start from this young man, who, along with Paddy McCourt, won't be asked to do too much defending today. He'll be asked to go and find space and go and create and try and win the game for his side.
Vladimir Weiss had generally been disappointing of late, but he had a pep talk with Walter Smith and looked a different man at Motherwell. Bugera requiring the assistance of McGregor. McCulloch unable to keep that in. Celtic, which has one win in the last 6 Old Firm encounters. To couple of years since they won at Ibrox, the Scott McDonald goal. Paddy McCourt. Kayal looking for Wilson. Cleared by Whittaker. Almost trampled on Wilson then. Rangers breaking away now.
Oh, he did really well to get to Stephen Whittaker quickly there, Kyle. Stephen Whittaker's looking for a free kick. He reckons Beram Kyle caught him in the follow-through, and he may have had a case there, but it's certainly a tackle the Celtic midfielder would be expected to make here. Stephen Whittaker always getting there first.
Celtic trophyless last season for the first time since 2003. That can't be allowed to happen again. Bugera. Miller. Davis now for Foster. Bugera had charged forward.
Oh, he does take that licence, and when he does go forward, Lee McCulloch will just drop in. Normally when Morris, Edu is fit, when Bugera goes beyond them, Edu just sits in. This time will be Lee McCulloch. He'll just drop in anytime this man steps off the back. And you've got to say that any time he does do it, he is very, very productive.
Vladimir Weiss held off Kayal. Storovic though, ahead of Miller. Strong challenge by David Weir, and that will be a free kick, although Weir protests as Paddy McCourt.
Well, I might be wrong here. It looked a really good tackle here from this angle for David Weir. I think he takes plenty of the ball. I think that's a terrific tackle.
And you can see from Ali McCoy's reaction what Rangers thought of it. David Weir knew he had taken plenty of the ball.
We get the benefit of slow motion. You know, Craig Thompson has got to call it at real speed, and it's pretty frantic out there at the moment.
Yes, this game is going at a real speed, and some. Izagirre. Mulgrew. Storovic. Giant Swede. Wilson now for Forest. Whittaker's challenge, McCulloch takes over, but Wilson stops it reaching Miller, and that's a good idea. Now Samaras. David Weir across.
Oh, that's good play by David Weir. Centre-backs don't like being dragged out that wide. He had to make that challenge, had to make sure he got it right. Samaras just trying to do him with the nutmeg there, would have been away.
McCourt. Wilson. Some sort of clearance from Weir. Kayal. Now Joe Ledley. Izagirre. Mulgrew outside. Izagirre's cross. McGregor has kept that in.
Well, he did well, but interesting, when Celtic had the ball in the wide area, they only had Georgios Samaras as a target in the central area, and I think, you know, with Celtic, with McCourt playing off, and four midfield players have to be prepared to gamble at times and get players up alongside and even beyond Georgios Samaras.
Jamie Ness looking again for the kind of pass that would make a difference. Papach. Vladimir Weiss. Stephen Davis is his target, but the flag is up for offside.
He took his time putting the flag up there, the linesman. Stephen Davis is looking right across here at everyone who matters. He's just gone a yard early. No real need to go that early either.
Celtic's last 5 games have been at home, and they've stumbled a little. A few draws recently, but their away record is excellent. They've won 6 of their 7 matches. On their travels, their only defeat coming at Hearts, who of course have propelled themselves into the title race. Neil Lennon's third Old Firm game as a manager, but he played in 33. There's not much he doesn't know about this contest. David Weir. Izagirre. Paddy McCourt taking over, and certainly capable of providing inspiration for Celtic.
Yeah, not from that deep in the pitch, so they have to get him further forward and try and get him on the ball between Rangers midfield and the back line. He's not going to hurt Rangers picking the ball up in the halfway line.
Whittaker, Miller, Ness. It's a little heavy, and Whittaker is not going to get that.
That's a good offer from Stephen Whittaker, who was on his way immediately and is entitled to think he might have got a better pass there off the youngster. Just a little bit heavy with it. Easy to forget just how big the occasion is here for Jamie Ness. This is not easy coming into this.
Weiss. Ness. McCulloch.
No, he wasn't going to get 2 touches. Had to pull the trigger really quickly. The body shape is never really right here. I think it's Joe Ledley who's getting out to him.
This kind of game, the Old Firm game. And these Glasgow derbies were rather enjoyed by Alan Thompson as well. Well, most of the time he scored 7 goals, but also picked up a record 3 red cards. Quickly upon Kyle, and it's a free kick for Celtic.
It's a little bit fortunate there, Kyle. It was a clumsy first touch there. Ball got away from him. Just need this game to settle a little bit. I mean, we did expect this in the first 10-15 minutes, but just need the tempo to drop just a little.
Izagirre. Joe Ledley advancing, but it's protected by Rangers. Pugera. Played safe by Mastorovic. Popped out by Izagirre, but Rangers progressing down that line. Another throw for Richard Foster. McCulloch. Weiss. Shadowed by Ledley. Davis helps out. Kyle for Samaras. David Weir having to make up ground.
Oh, he just sees things so quickly there, David Weir. The moment Kyle got his head up, David Weir was making his way into the wide area to try and shut down Samaras. Knew that's where it was going. Who's looked lively this season in the early part of the campaign, but Alan McGregor will collect that. Well, he did the difficult bit, the youngster. He's too quick for David Weir down the outside here. He just can't get the elevation on the cross. David Weir left for dead down the outside, and a better ball in might have troubled Rangers.
He's only just returned from injury as well for us, after 3 months out. Freddie Ljungberg not involved for Celtic today due to a virus. Ness for Miller. Forrest. Kyle for Wilson. Kyle, who used to watch Celtic play when Eyal Berkovic was in charge. Terrible pass. No foul though by Nastorovic on Davis apparently.
Oh, I mean, it's a crazy pass from Kyle. You know, square passes get you in trouble if you can't complete them, particularly that deep in the pitch. I don't know what he's thinking about. He's offered Rangers a chance to break really quickly there. Stephen Davis convinced he should have had a free kick. I think Craig Thompson gets that one right.
Nogueira. Jamie Ness presenting it for Mark Wilson. Now Kyle. Izaguirre with Mulgrew making a rare start. Celtic with so many players out. Rangers though missing Stephen Naismith, who's been an influence for them this season.
Not happy on his left side. You know, that's a problem with Nastorovic. He's a right-footed player playing left side. At times he does look a little bit uncomfortable when he's forced into a pass on that side.
Sasa Papac. Whittaker. Papac. 6-0. Lennon took charge of Celtic. They have tended to lose the matches that really matter. Ross County in the Scottish Cup semi last season, Utrecht and Braga in Europe, and Rangers back in October. It's a bigger test than these Old Firm games usually are for the men in hoops, but they have a corner.
Well, that's exactly what they need from Georgios Samaras. Made the first ball his own, good early layoff, spun, got himself into the box. And this is what Samaras is going to have to do today. He's going to have to play against the two Rangers centre-backs on his own and stand up to the physical battle.
Everyone jostles for position. Charlie Mulgrew takes the corner. Nastorovic not allowed to get near it by Nogueira. Returned by Kyle. Nastorovic maintains the interest. Now Samaras. And away by Weir for another corner.
How many times do you see that? And when the ball does come across in the wide area, David Weir suffocating that front post. He's done it throughout his entire career.
Celtic make this corner count. Mulgrew takes it. McGregor watchful. Whittaker's going to beat Izaguirre to it. And better than that, he's found Davis. And Esquiguera to be there. Important stop there by Kyle. Paddy McCourt with a little bit of room in which to manoeuvre. And he slips it through here. Timely challenge indeed by McCulloch for Forrest.
Certainly was well out of position here. Lee McCulloch drops in as we suggested. It's a terrific tackle. With his body shot, this is for a right-footed tackle, but he makes it with his left foot. And the timing is absolutely spot on. Terrific first touch by young James Forrest to open up the shooting chance. McCulloch did brilliantly.
Huge tackle that from Lee McCulloch. But another corner for Celtic and a good spell for them. Mulgrew aiming it towards Nastorovic, but they ganged up on him, Rangers. Lee McCulloch now is chasing Celtic back into their own half. Samaras flicked it on. Nogueira has found Whittaker, and now Miller up against Rockner. No way past Thomas Rockner though for Kenny Miller. Jamie Ness. certainly doesn't look fazed by this occasion. A few have been through the years. Mind you, the young ones generally seem to have no fear. Papac now for Weiss. He's got a free kick off, Wilson.
I don't think Mark Wilson should be making that tackle anyway. Benham Kyle should have been picking Weiss up when he goes below, when he goes long there. Mark Wilson caught 2 against 1. It's a clumsy challenge. One that Celtic are going to have to defend right on top of Fraser Forster here.
Yes, this could be nasty for Celtic. Weiss towards Kenny Miller at the near post. Weiss may get another chance. He's twisting and turning. Forrest inside out. Cleared by Nestorovic. Bruguera's ready to return it. Oh, McCulloch was waiting, but it went to Whittaker instead. Bruguera. It is frantic out there, and that's a foul, I think, and Mulgrew reacting to Bruguera.
Well, it's Craig Thompson going to his pocket here. Magic Bruguera is always wrong side of Charlie Mulgrew, who's breaking into decent space there.
Flash point.
Well, I think Charlie Mulgrew's complaining about the actors. He feels there was a bit of nose to nose there.
Both of them. Mulgrew is rather bemused. So much for the season of goodwill to all men.
Well, it can only be for squaring up to each other, and they went nose to nose. Charlie Mulgrew was certainly plucked from the back there by Magic Bruguera. There's a little bit of afters after it. Craig Thompson maybe decided after a quarter of the game gone, enough is enough. And that's what annoyed Charlie Mulgrew. Cynical one from Magic Bruguera. Well, he's lifted a hand, but there's not a great deal in it. Paddy McCourt needlessly gets involved. And, you know, we often say that this game is going to be as difficult or as easy for Craig Thompson as the players want to make it.
Cards for Mulgrew and for Bruguera, who is edging closer to a suspension. He was on 15 disciplinary points coming into this one. Charlie Mulgrew on the receiving end again, it seems.
Oh, he feels he was caught by Lee McCulloch, I think it was, down the back of the thigh. He's got the mark there to prove it as well. Coming in off the line here, he's always favourite Charlie Mulgrew. No, he's certainly caught there by Lee McCulloch. Should have been a free kick.
McCulloch tenacious again, but Celtic may yet profit here. Mulgrew. McCourt. Rangers throw. Jamie Ness's challenge. It's a game that always lives on the edge. It goes over the top. Wilson's header. Whittaker. Weiss. McCulloch is down hurt. He's been on the receiving end now. Rangers still progressing. They're going to kick the ball out so that Lee McCulloch can be given treatment, or are they?
Well, I can understand why Craig Thompson never saw. Lee McCulloch was caught by Joe Ledley, but Craig Thompson, in trying to keep up with play, was wrong side of it.
It's a handball from Samaras, which will stop play so that McCulloch can be seen to.
Oh, he couldn't miss that one, Craig Thompson. But previous to that, Lee McCulloch was caught by Joe Ledley. Craig Thompson is on his way. He's trying to keep up with the play here. He's certainly caught there by Joe Ledley. How much deliberation there is in that, only the Celtic player himself knows. But it happened behind Craig Thompson.
It's been an eventful half an hour for Craig Thompson. He takes it, McCulloch, but he can dish it out as well, that's for sure. A frenetic New Year derby between the old firm. Papat, Whittaker. In stepped Kyle. Ledley alongside. Izagirre now with Mulgrew outside of him, hugging the touchline. Here he is. Mulgrew's cross. Bugera having to scoop that away for another Celtic corner.
Well, even from that deep in the pitch, Charlie Mulgrew is capable of giving Rangers a problem with that kind of delivery. I think Rangers have got to do a little bit more in stopping the cross coming in.
Mulgrew's corner. Samaras rising, but it's off him and smack in the face as well by the look of it.
Well, he hung the corner up there, Joe Ledley. There's no real pace on the ball. Even if Samaras wins this at the back post, he's going to do well to generate the power to trouble Alan McGregor.
Sense of purpose from Bugera. Up towards Kenny Miller, who rises with Rogner, and the free kick is given against Miller.
It's still a problem ball for Celtic, and it's a typical Kenny Miller run into the channel there. He gets between Rogner and Mark Wilson.
Samaras in front of Papat. Caught tracking David Weir. 40 years old, just past 200 games for Rangers. Can't imagine he or they thought he would manage that many when he arrived late in his career. McCourt. Whittaker's clearance goes only to Biram Kyle. Now Joe Ledley. Ledley, who played in a few South Wales derbies, Cardiff, Swansea. Not bad, but this is the real thing.
I'm not sure there was any real advantage in it for Celtic to get the free kick, but it gives them a chance to throw Mastorovic and Rogner. And with Charlie Mulgrew's delivery, a bit of work here for Rangers to do at the back.
Celtic and Mulgrew certainly being given a few chances here to deliver from set pieces. Stolovic calling for it. Mulgrew whipping it in, but it's screened by Ness. Bugera. Jamie Ness making great strides, but delayed his pass somewhat. David Weir. Kenny Miller chasing it again. Fraser Forster first to it.
Well, that's the same run again, and you know Kenny Miller will make them all day in the hope that he gets in eventually. He really does time it well, that in-to-out run.
Fans delighted that Mulgrew keep that under control. Here is Mulgrew. Samaras. Forrest has moved ahead of him. Wilson joins this attack. Paddy McCourt. Trying to slip that through for Samaras. It's away by David Weir, who was actually at Celtic as a boy, but the youth team coach at the time let him go. What did he do wrong? What did he know? Wilson will take this throw. Kyle. A moment's hesitancy between Weir and Papach, but no more than that. Both sides desperate to get a clear sight of goal in this New Year derby. Forrest survived Whittaker, but not Papach. Mastorovic. Izagirre. It's going nowhere fast. Maciej Bugiera, who's never lost an Old Firm game, has actually missed a few for various reasons. The Rangers have lost many lately. Papach. Foster. Davis. Look at Bugiera right up there alongside Kenny Miller then. Vice has lost out though. Jamie Ness having to cover for Bugiera in the back four. Now Bugiera's gone back. And that was a nasty collision. Just ran into each other, I believe. Celtic are on the prowl anyway. Connacht's back on his feet, but Kyle isn't yet. Here's James Forrest, teasing Papach. What a cross, and Bugiera has to turn it away.
Well, that's a terrific cross from James Forrest. The first real quality he's put into the box all afternoon, and he's entitled to feel somebody in green and white should be getting round the back there.
Kyle is back on his feet now after that collision with McCulloch. Nedley, Mastorovic, away by Ness. Mulgrew slithers away from the court. Terrific challenge from Whittaker. Forceful but fair. Izagirre. He's going to run into Bugiera.
I've got to say, I missed this contact here. Craig Thompson missed it as well. Off the ball. Liam McCulloch taken out there by Kyle. So much going on here.
Just a bit. Davis for Vice. Whittaker's got himself in the box, the only Rangers man there at the moment. Although Miller's not far away. Rogner has to intervene with Miller behind. Are we building up to a goal at Ibrox? It feels that way. Ness bounces off Kyle, and David Weir will have to go back to McGregor. Wilson, Ledley, Mulgrew, Davis has won it back. Can he find Kenny Miller? No, he can't. Rogner's in the way again, but Rangers will come again. Vladimir Vice. Stephen Whittaker on the volley.
Well, I think he's surprised that it clears Mark Wilson. I think Stephen Whittaker thinks that Mark Wilson is going to get a nick on this, and it just spooks him a little bit as he tries to put his left foot through the ball.
Scored 11 goals last season. Stephen Whittaker hasn't netted yet this season. Next weekend, it's the... Memories, of course, of they go and beat Celtic now. It'll be a tall order. High foot from Weiss. Kyle once again involved. Players totally committed to the cause. You cannot hide on a day like this. Kyle across. Celtic's throw. To the final 5 minutes of the first half that seems to have flown by. Wilson. Forrest now. Movement in the middle. Samras. Mulgrew might fancy this, but a shove by him on Foster.
Well, he's got to try and get up early there, because Ricky Foster does well to tuck round here. He's well positioned goal side. He's just got a little bit too much to do here, Charlie Mulgrew. That's why he's got to use his arms there on the shoulder.
Mulgrew and Foster, former Aberdeen teammates, but on opposing sides today. Weiss. Weiss again. Jamie Ness. Lee McCulloch. Maciej Bugera. Foster now for Davis. Foster. Davis. He's Aguirre. Paddy McCourt is a man on. It's Bugera. He barges McCourt out of the way, but then could only send it in Wilson's direction.
Well, there you have it. Rangers certainly busier in terms of goal threat. And neither goalkeeper really had a save to make so far.
Wilson, Kyle, Rogner, Storovic, Rogner, who started an Old Firm game here last season but only lasted half an hour, went off injured. Kyle has to rescue that. Davis challenging Mastorovic and fouling him, in fact.
Well, he's fortunate there, Mastorovic. See, Davis just stood his ground there, used his body.
Kyle. Wilson available. Celtic beat Rangers at the end of last season when the title had already been won, but lost to them in the first Old Firm showdown of this season. Half-time is fast approaching. Bugera. Turned away by Kyle. Walter Smith has only lost 10 out of 50 Old Firm games as a manager. Turned away by Wilson. Here is Kyle. I don't think there's going to be any significant stoppage time at the end of this first half. Away by Weir. Whittaker. That is half-time. Temperatures have risen. We expected that. Craig Thompson keeping a lid on it for now. It's not been much on target, but it's certainly been fast and frantic and furious. And at the break at Ibrox, it's Rangers 0, Celtic 0.
The FA Cup third round this weekend live on Setanta Sports. Three of the biggest teams in world club football compete in England's revered cup tournament. On Saturday, 10-time winners Arsenal take on an invigorated Leeds side. Then on Sunday, live from Old Trafford, watch the biggest rivalry in English football as Man United take on Liverpool in a massive cup tie. The FA Cup third round this weekend live and exclusive. See every round only on Setanta Sports.
Subscribe to Ovation, Australia's arts and entertainment channel, for an amazing insight into the world of arts, music and culture. Call 1300 682 846 or visit ovationchannel.com.
The Eredivisie on Setanta Sports. Log on to our website for scheduling and information.
They first met in 1888 in a friendly. Yes, a friendly. There's been nothing too friendly about it since. Celtic will start the second half. They certainly grew in stature as that first half went on. But there's been little in the way of efforts on target so far. Who is going to step forward and make the difference on Derby Day in Glasgow?
Well, I certainly wasn't surprised there to hear Johan Mjällby single out Georgios Samaras. I think he's done really well today. What I think Celtic have to do is get more support to him. Get midfield players who are prepared to go beyond and go and get closer to him. He's done really well against the Rangers twin centre-back pairing.
There's only been 4 draws in the last 32 Old Firm encounters. Generally they don't do draws. Ostorovic. Samaras would challenge with Bugera. He's flicked it on here for Paddy McCourt. It's wide, and what a massive chance that was for Celtic.
Well, that's what Celtic need. McCourt prepared to go beyond Samaras, to read the first header. He's too quick for David Weir, who's trying to get across the squeeze. Upward on the half volley with his left foot here. But he's not far out, and Celtic certainly need more of that. Somebody prepared to go beyond Samaras, because he's winning his share. Anytime the ball is knocked up, he's winning his share of first headers.
Well, he usually likes to go past 4 or 5 players before scoring, Paddy McCourt. Foster has aimed that towards Samaras, but with a free kick, fouled by Bugera. Wearing the captain's armband in the absence of Scott Brown and Sean Maloney. Celtic coping despite a long list of absentees, including their top scorer, Gary Hooper. Neil Lennon passing instructions on to Charlie Mulgrew. It's inviting from Mulgrew, that's for sure, and Bugera had to turn it behind.
Well, it's terrific defending. Alan McGregor can't come for that. It's not in the air long enough for him to come for it. And he's totally reliant on his centre-back there. Terrific clearance.
Celtic attacking the end where their fans are in this second half. Familiar scenario this, a Celtic corner. Charlie Mulgrew floats it in. No takers.
Well, Rangers do just enough. Bugera, McCulloch right in the mix here. Just trying to make sure there's enough pressure on the Celtic targets there that they're not getting all their own way.
Let's hear what Ali McCoist thinks of it all so far. He's with Peter Martin.
Ali, what did you make of that first half?
I thought we started very, very well, Peter. I thought for 25-30 minutes we were really good. Dominated the game, and then Celtic came back into the last 15. A little bit disappointed not to have scored, but hopefully we'll get one this half.
What was the message from Walter at half-time?
It was very much more of the same, actually. You know, we just started to get a little bit excited with 15 minutes ago. Maybe searching for passes that weren't there, but we were very composed and aggressive, and our passing was good in 30 minutes, so that's what we're looking for.
You've had most of the attempts in the first half. Are you just looking for a wee bit more presence in the box in the second half?
Absolutely. We felt Kenny was a little bit isolated. We've asked one or two of the midfield boys to go up a little bit closer to him to support him.
Thanks very much, Ali.
Thank you.
Charlie Mulgrew now tries again. It's evaded James Forrest over there, though. Forrest. McCourt. Wilson might just get to that. No, he didn't. Goal kick.
Much better. 4 minutes into the second half, much better from Celtic in terms of supporting Samaras. Can't see that in the face of Neil Lennon, but he must be much happier with what he's seen so far.
Ali McCoist set to succeed Walter Smith as manager. Walter in his final season. Papac. Off Whittaker. Celtic needed 2 injury time goals to see off St Johnstone on Boxing Day and then managed an anxious victory over Motherwell. That was after 3 successive home draws. There's a suggestion that Kyle Lafferty might be coming on, and there is that suggestion. Back from injury after breaking a finger whilst stepping off the team bus a few weeks back, as you do. Bugera. Sent back by Mastorovic. Bugera for Foster. Jamie Ness making his full debut for Rangers in an Old Firm match. Storovic again. McCourt seemed to hit the hand of Ness, but he didn't know much about it. Not that that ever stops anyone appealing. Foster, McCulloch, Ness, Papac, Bugera, nice challenge by Kyle, Ness forceful, Rogner's header. Bugera, Ness. No foul by Izaguirre on Weiss.
Well, both the referee and the near side assistant are pretty well placed to call that. Izaguirre just trying to narrow the channel here as the ball at the diagonal's played. Weiss, you know, if we're talking about Kyle Lafferty coming on for Rangers, whether Weiss might be the man to make way, whether Walter Smith might take off young Jamie Ness and move Stephen Davis into the central area.
Izaguirre will take this throw. Charlie Mulgrew returns it to the Honduran. Samaras now. Paddy McCourt. Forrest made the run. Here's Samaras. Mulgrew. Izaguirre and Mulgrew didn't go for the return.
Well, I think Izaguirre plays the right ball. Charlie McGrew decided to turn out, wanted it played into feet. He's got to go long here. Celtic again getting a little bit of joy here, starting to get Paddy McCourt on the ball at the business end of the pitch. Just starting to get a little bit of joy here, Paddy McCourt.
Kyle Lafferty still warming up for Rangers as they contemplate a change. By Rogner. Whittaker took a painful one there. Ness. Bugera. And Rangers get going here. Kenny Miller hasn't seen much of the ball in the second half. McCulloch from Whittaker. McCulloch again. Now Weiss. McCulloch, Papac. Whittaker. Jamie Ness will get a free kick off Joe Ledley.
Well, uses his body really well, the youngster there. Under real pressure from Ledley, just made sure he had his body in between Ledley and the ball there. It's a pretty tidy afternoon so far, the youngster.
Only 19. Jamie Ness decides to leave this free kick. Bugera was the target, but it was pretty poor from Weiss. Ness, Davis, Ness again. He's found Bugera. Bugera up against Westorovic. Cleared by Rogner.
Well, he did well to get anything across the face there, Maciej Bugera, under pressure from Westorovic. Better passage of play this from Rangers, who started very slowly this second half.
Ness, Davis. Ness has McCulloch close by. Papac. equalising with Rogner. Vladimir Weiss loses out to Kyle and promptly fouls him.
Oh, he's just got to calm down here, Vladimir Weiss. It's a needless free kick. I don't know what he's complaining about.
Storovic aims that towards Samaras.
Well, again, Samaras, I think, is entitled to feel somebody should take the gamble there. He's knocked a good ball into the channel, not for the first time today, but nobody prepared to gamble.
Gary Hooper might have been there, but sadly he is sidelined for a few weeks. Should get a run in the side now that the South Korean Cha has gone to the Asian Cup. Samaras, Rangers, McCulloch in particular, claimed a handball there. Samaras again. It breaks for Davis. Foster. Turned inside Mulgrew. Davis. Jamie Ness. Foster will grab that.
Yeah, good at the call there. Kenny Miller just pulling off the shoulder of Mastorovic there. It was important the goalkeeper swept there. Anybody's game here, and this looks the type of game where one might be enough for either side. So few have the chances been. Neither goalkeeper has had a decent save to make.
Izagirre. Drew has got the throw. Approaching the hour mark at Ibrox. Davis gets a free kick.
Terrific feat from Steve Davis. So economical, very little wastage about his game.
Babac, tremendous noise at Ibrox. The search for a goal continues. Bugera. Wasted horribly.
Well, give him the benefit of the doubt, maybe it sat up a little bit.
Smith is heading downstairs. Kenny McDowell on the other end of the phone. Half an hour left in the New Year Old Firm game. Still not too many glimpses of goal. Keepers will be happy. Not that they've been particularly tested. Izagirre. Kyle gave it to Davis. Kenny Miller's on his way here. Forster has come out.
Well, a little bit of hesitation there from the Celtic goalkeeper. Kenny Miller, for a moment, thought he was in there. Lovely little run in behind Rogner.
Ness. McCulloch. Foster. Gave it away to Ledley. Samaras is chasing this, and McGregor's come way out. Giorgio Samaras scores for Celtic. Happy New Year to the men in hoops. They have the lead at Ibrox.
Well, if anyone in green and white today deserves a goal, it's Giorgio Samaras. I think he's been terrific. Very often the whipping boy. He's been terrific this afternoon. Alan McGregor, I'm afraid, has to hold his hands up. Why he commits there, I've no idea. Samaras always favourite to get there first. David Weir trying ground, they get goal side, but can't close the angle on Samaras. The first touch is exquisite. Pretty small target from that angle, but it's a terrific finish from Celtic's best player this afternoon so far.
It's only his second Old Firm goal, and it's his first SPL goal this season. He was booked, Samaras, for celebrating with the Celtic fans. But what a big goal, what a huge goal. What a massive goal. It's Celtic who strike first on Derby Day. Rangers, though, have a big habit of coming from behind this season, and Kenny Miller could be in here. Mastorovic has fended him off.
Well, I just wonder if Kenny Miller could have pulled the trigger with his left foot. And a little bit of hesitation allows Mastorovic to come over and squeeze there. Just didn't get the shot away early enough, Kenny Miller. Could have hit it first time, tried to take the touch, and it's a costly one.
Celtic, without their captain, without their top scorer, without many others, are a goal to the good at Ibrox. Samaras drew an Old Firm goal and drew an SPL goal. Mulgrew. Samaras pushing that past Bagheera, but Foster's certainly no slouch, although his clearance has gone to Mulgrew. And Papac guarding Forrest.
Terrific defending from the fullback. It's a great ball in from Mulgrew. Really awkward this for Sasa Papac, because he knows that Forrest's on his way and liable to get across the front of him. Rangers fullback does really well.
Georgios Samaras has made the difference. But Rangers masters at coming from behind this season. Paddy McCourt now. Kyle Lafferty is going to be on very shortly. Samaras, Ledley, he's been blocked off. It's a free kick in a promising position for Celtic.
Well, David Weir knows exactly what he's doing here. He's always a little bit worried about pace. David Weir, a little 1-2, and he's just not having Ledley going in behind him there.
Charlie Mulgrew might fancy a go.
Yeah, a really nice distance for him as well, to get it up and back down.
Mulgrew in his second spell at Celtic, he was in the academy here. Rejoined them after leaving Aberdeen. Alan McGregor is in the firing line, came rushing out for the goal. Needs to be wary here because Mulgrew is capable. Mulgrew, straight out McGregor.
Oh, he's got to find the inside of either post if he's going to beat Alan McGregor. He's never got the contact he was looking for.
Kyle, Rangers still waiting to bring Lafferty on. James Forrest now, taking on another youngster, Ness, and that's a corner for Celtic.
Oh, again, he's determined to go on the outside, the youngster. Easy for wide players to take the easy option, take a step in, make a square pass. To be fair to young Forrest, determined to make a better angle to deliver from.
Mulgrew's corner. Samaras lurking again, and it was awkward for McGregor. Davis now for McCulloch, and here's Whittaker. Can Rangers respond? Storovic decides to hit it away for a corner.
Well, I think that's okay. Fraser Forster was looking for it to be knocked back into his gloves, but he's not quite sure where Kenny Miller is here. And I think he takes the right option. Get it behind, get it safe, and argue about it later.
Richard Foster is going off, and Kyle Lafferty comes on. And he's got a bit of history in this fixture, involved in the incident that saw Scott Brown sent off last season, and in another Glasgow derby could have been sent off himself for a tackle on Hinkle. Vladimir Weiss with the corner, away by Rodner. Jamie Ness now as Rangers try again. Lafferty just on, beaten to it by Izagirre. Davis. Weiss. Davis. McCulloch. Poked away by Mastorovic. Forrest now for Samaras. Trapped by Ness. Still going Samaras. Brought down, penalty Celtic!
I don't think this is difficult for Craig Thompson at all here. Yeah, stonewall every day of the week. Love the little change of pace to get away from Ness initially, and he just shifted it as Bugera comes in. And that was not difficult for Craig Thompson.
Well, Craig Thompson had to apologise for not giving Celtic a penalty in an Old Firm game last season. He's given them one now, but that was pretty straightforward, pretty routine, and Samaras is going to take it. A massive moment on Glasgow's day of days. It is Samaras. It is 2-0. He is the man of the moment. What a way to start a year for Celtic.
Well, goalkeepers just don't save them. It's a terrific penalty. Because Alan McGregor goes early, he guesses right. Oh, the ball just hits the side net, the inside of the side netting. That's how good the strike is. Just opens his foot on it at the very last moment. The perfect penalty.
He's on a hat-trick. There hasn't been a hat-trick in an Old Firm League game since 1966. Stevie Chalmers for Celtic. Well, he can frustrate sometimes Georgios Samaras, but when he's in this kind of mood, he's a menace.
Well, you're right, Ian. Very often he's a whipping boy, and sometimes with good reason. But if he has deserved stick in the past, he certainly deserves all the praise that's going this afternoon. He's played Rangers on his own at times.
He has actually been strongly linked with a move to Sporting Lisbon as well. But his 2 goals have got Celtic sitting pretty at the home of their rivals. Neil Lennon fed up of all the talk of losing 2 Rangers in October, 2 Braga, 2 Utrecht, 2 Ross County in the really big matches. The tide is turning. Lafferty, though, is chasing this. Miller waiting for a cross, but Rodner made a bit of a hash of the clearance, but he was there. That's the important thing.
Kenny Miller was the only ball that Kyle Lafferty had here, and it's difficult to find that delivery to take Rodner out the game and find Miller.
Rangers need a quick reply to a double from Samaras. Weiss takes it away by Rodner. Touch, so close.
Well, Izagirre hugely relieved, because he comes off the post. He's on the post here. Now he moves off it. Couldn't have been much closer.
Have certainly had a habit of coming from behind this season, of launching major salvage operations. Well, this would certainly be the comeback of comebacks if they were to manage something similar. Soon it would certainly change the picture and give us quite a finale. Rangers need something to happen here. Davis delivers. Away by Mulgrew. Lafferty. Davis. Whittaker. Whittaker. Bugera!
Terrific effort. Just splits the two Celtic centre-backs. Neither Ronya nor Mostorovic gets close enough here to Bugera. Did really well to take it on the half-turn. Really awkward that. And it's a more than decent effort. What Celtic have to avoid here at the moment, Ian, is just deciding that the 2-0 will do them and trying to hold what they have, trying to sit deep and defend the 18-yard box. They managed to turn the pattern of this game by pushing out and squeezing the game into the Rangers half. And it's important the two Celtic centre-backs continue to do that, shorten the game for the Celtic midfield.
Davis. Ness. Weir. Vladimir Weiss. And again. Collected by Fraser Forster, who's on loan from Newcastle and who last season was on loan at Norwich, where he helped Paul Lambert win promotion to the Championship. Lambert, who starred in a few of these games. Kenny Miller penalised.
Well, it's stupid from Kenny Miller, who should have the experience. He knows that he's going to be pulled up for that. You know, the clock is running down here. The last thing he wants to do is stop the game.
Celtic, despite some notable absentees, are a quarter of an hour away from a victory that would mean so much to Neil Lennon and Alan Thompson and Johan Mialby there. Of course, to all the Celtic fans. Rangers probably considered favourites coming into this, although when these two meet, you never know. You cannot predict the unpredictable. Ness. Papac. Weir. Bugera. Papac. Weiss. Weiss again. Who's going to have a run at them? And a free kick on the edge of the area.
Well, no surprise that Craig Thompson's going to his pocket either. Love a little change of pace there. Mark Wilson knew he was done.
Wilson, the third player to be booked today. That's quite a low count by Old Firm standards. A massive opportunity here for Rangers to respond. A lifeline needed, a spark required.
get himself booked. He's got to get himself out of there.
I think the ball is back where it should be just yet, somehow. They weren't far off, were they? Stephen Davis, not far off.
Well, Fraser Forster's not happy with his wall for some reason. Either way, it's never really a threat here. He does extend here, the Celtic goalkeeper, then he withdraws his arms, realises it's going over. I don't see what his problem was with the wall. Looked pretty solid to me.
Previous SPL defeat this season was also at home to Hibs. High into the sky by Izaguirre. Awkward header by David Weir. Barcelona are always worth a watch. They're up against Levante on Sky Sports HD2. Izaguirre with this throw. Grew looking for Izaguirre, and Whittaker has to poke it away for a corner.
Well, they do well to win a corner out of nothing there. Once again, both Celtic centre-backs go up. They leave a little bit of pace at the back for insurance. And so far, Mulgrew has delivered pretty well from corners.
Samaras seeking a hat-trick. That would be a story. Mulgrew's corner. Mastorovic.
Just on the stretch a little bit there, Mastorovic. I don't think he gets off the ground early enough here. Bugera ends up underneath it, and on the stretch he just can't get it back across the face. But so far, with 10 minutes left, it's been a pretty good afternoon for the two Celtic centre-backs.
Weiss. Lafferty. Weiss. Davis. Pollock sent it behind Whittaker. Groans around Ibrox. Lafferty lurking, but that's a handball, I think.
Well, I think the Rangers supporters behind the goal were looking for a penalty. He's always favourite coming in on the angle here. Mark Wilson did well to get up early. Well, did it roll down Mark Wilson's arm first? Certainly came off Kyle Lafferty's arm laterally, but I think he's making the point that it might have struck Mark Wilson first.
He's talked himself into a car.
Hard to see from that angle whether it came off the back of Mark Wilson's head or whether it did strike his arm. Huge appeal from behind the goal from the Rangers supporters, that's for sure.
Time is not on Rangers' side. Flick on from Samaras. Paddy McCourt. Celtic win would put them 4 points above their rivals, but Rangers have 2 games in hand. Let's not forget that Hearts are loitering with intent in this title race as well. Bugera. Aiming to put Whittaker in, but it never looked too likely. And here is Samaras. Jamie Ness across.
Oh, bit of tiredness, that's all that is, cramp. He broke his neck to get across there and make the challenge, young Jamie Ness. He's covered a lot of ground.
It's been an assured full debut for a young man who's been troubled by injuries. Only 19, came on to make his debut at Motherwell, and in from the start for this one. That says a lot. Kyle! McGregor was scrambling.
Well, I wonder how close that is. Hard to see from our angle. We'll see here how close. You know, half a yard wide. I think Alan McGregor probably getting down in any case.
Jamie Ness waiting to come back on.
Well, they've got to make a decision on him, whether he can run the cramp off or whether to replace him. Either way, they've got to do it quickly, Rangers.
Well, Group. Kyle Hutton is going to come on to replace Jamie Ness. Hutton will make his Old Firm debut. Against Manchester United in the Champions League. They're eager to get on ASAP. It'll happen now.
Substitution for Rangers, replacing number 40 GS, number 41 Kyle Hutton.
The youngster replaced by another. Good effort from Jamie Ness today. Very good. Here's Hutton, the new arrival. Whittaker. By Wilson. Weir. Oh, Kyle with the challenge on David Weir. He's in big bother.
Well, David Weir knew it was coming late. He can't avoid it. He knows he's going to take a sore one there. And Kyle can have no complaints here. I've got to say, he's pressed the ball really well this afternoon, Kyle, but he's never getting anywhere near this. Sore one for Davy Weir, who's anxious to get on with it, understandably.
Will take this. Papac. Lafferty. Clever feet from Lafferty, who wanted a penalty.
Well, did really well to spin and make the opportunity, but what I would say is Craig Thompson is no more than 4 or 5 yards away.
Weiss. Over the head of McCullough. Ostorovic dealt with it. And away by Wilson.
Kyle Lafferty and the Rangers fans behind the goal looking for a penalty here. Lovely feet from Kyle Lafferty here to find the space. Nothing doing for me. And Craig Thompson perfectly positioned to call it.
Papac. Weir. Weiss. Return by Weir. Celtic standing firm. They can't beat an Old Firm victory, especially when it's at the home of your rivals. Rangers have shown time and again this season that they are capable of a comeback, but the seconds are ticking away. Their need is so very urgent. Whittaker. Davis. Whittaker doesn't clear Ledley. Davis can try again. McCourt. Forrest. One back by Davis. Here he is again. Weiss. Davis. Craig Thompson not interested as Weiss falls. Walter Smith staring at only an 11th defeat in 51 Old Firm matches. as Rangers manager, stern faces all round at Ibrox. It's a very different story though for Celtic, and a massive win beckoning for Neil.
Yeah, I don't think you can overemphasise what this would do for the Celtic dressing room if Celtic do hold on here. It'll change the whole psychology of certainly of the title race, and it will do wonders for Neil Lennon's dressing room. This side came into this suspect under pressure. You mentioned all the big games they have lost up until now. There haven't been too many bigger than this, and so far Celtic have passed the test big time.
19-year-old James Forrest is going to be replaced by Niall McGinn. He looks a player though, Forrest. Just back from injury for a long layoff. And McGinn will come on. Everyone a hero in hoops today. With so many players absent, Celtic fans must have feared the worst here. But after a slow start, their team certainly turned up. And a double from Georgios Samaras has left Celtic on the verge of victory. Can they grab a third? Mulgrew. Kyle. McGregor. Easy. McGregor, though, who's been in the form of his life this season, made a rash decision to come out on that opening goal. Kenny Miller. McCulloch.
Well, over-ambitious. Certainly an element of desperation about it. Little wonder with just about 89 minutes gone on the half volley. That is very, very difficult.
Well, they will meet again next month at Celtic Park, where revenge will be in the air as far as Rangers are concerned. Ironic that it looks like the away teams will win the first two Glasgow derbies of the season. Lafferty, though, may collect this. Nobody in the middle for the corner.
Good cover from Rodney there, because Nastorovic was caught under the ball. No support in the middle. All Kyle Lafferty was going to get there was a corner.
Rangers have got to get a goal here to have any hope as we approach the 90 minutes. Weiss takes it. Papac returns it. Away by Mulgrew. And a free kick for Rangers. There's going to be 3 minutes of stoppage time.
Well, David Weir saying to Craig Thompson he was elbowed there. Well, not a great deal in that for me. But one last chance here for Rangers to turn the heat up on Celtic.
A lot of Rangers fans have left already. Well, Lafferty may have a smash here. He does, Lafferty. The ball does its job. But the advice has got to be careful here, because McGinn was chasing after that. Did well, Weiss. And fouled by Paddy McCourt.
Great appetite though from McCourt. A lot of talk about his lack of fitness, but into stoppage time here, still making the tracking runs.
Davis, away by Samaras, coming in handy at the other end. Weiss sends it back, met by Nastorovic, halfway through stoppage time. No way through for Rangers. Here's Kyle Samaras. Well, McGinn's away on the other side, and Kyle is through the middle. Samaras heading towards goal. Taken off his toes by Weir. Samaras. Stopped by McGregor, and Hutton has to clear this. He's taken it behind for a corner, but that was almost an unlikely hat-trick for Samaras.
That's a super save from Alan McGregor. Got to say, I thought the ball was over the line. Well, when it came back to George Samaras, it was more than decent effort. Not much to hit from that angle, and McGregor did well.
2011 starts in style for Celtic. They're nearly across the finishing line. And they're seeing it out quite nicely now. They failed to show in the really big games before, but they've showed today, that's for sure. It is over. It is a colossal victory, this, for Neil Lennon. Celtic triumph at the home of their oh-so-fierce rivals. Georgios Samaras, so often a villain of the piece, most definitely the hero of the hour and a half today. He scored both goals, one from the penalty spot, and Rangers, who've come back a few times this season, just couldn't respond. 3 points that will make such a difference in the race for the title. Rangers distraught, Celtic jubilant, and you can be sure that the Celtic fans inside Ibrox today won't be leaving for a while. Scott Brown and Gary Hooper in amongst those fans. Neil Lennon unable to call on so many players today, but the ones who pulled on the shirt stood up and were counted. Big time. The New Year honours in Glasgow go to Celtic. The New Year derby at Ibrox finishes Rangers 0, Celtic 2.